And welcome back, disc golf fans, to the conclusion of the 2024 United States Women's Disc Golf Championships presented by Mint Discs. We are out here for the final back 9 of the FA1 at Wilco Park. I'm Nathan Queen, again joined by Rebecca Cox.
Hey everybody, and today we've seen some windiness that has been quite a challenge for some of these ladies, but we're going to see how they can finish out this round. We've got Addison in the lead by, quite a bit. Rebecca Minnick and Brook Johnson tied for second, and Kylie right behind them.
Yeah, and a couple other ladies trying to make a push for that final podium spot. As we move into hole 10, 205-foot par 3. Get around the corner to the right just a bit. A couple options off of the tee. You can go inside a bit straighter or wider out to the left and have a bit more anhyzer. Looks like Addison going to go with the inside forehand line.
Looks clean right out of her hand. Oh, yeah. After a couple of birdies, she's feeling good.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to pretty easily have the turkey there.
Brook also with a little bit of a higher forehand, but also just chipping it right up to the basket.
Yeah, just outside bullseye there. Looks like that tree's a little farther out than I thought. Probably not too likely to go around it, as we see Rebecca also throw a forehand up the inside.
Pushes a little bit straighter than the others, but she'll have a birdie look as well. And it looks like the wind is picking up just a bit for Kylie's backhand here. But she's able to scooch right around where Rebecca landed.
Yeah, straight shot worked out pretty well there. And again, just a bit low there from Kylie.
Rebecca with a solid birdie putt. A smile after that one.
Yeah, windy day like today, birdies always feel good, as Brook gonna end up just a bit high on that one.
And Addison just tapping in that birdie.
Yeah, gobble gobble. Stretching that lead out.
Hole 11, 240 feet. We have this wide tree right in the middle of the fairway here with the basket surrounded by smaller trees. You're going to want that clean drive. Again, pick your gap, hit your gap, and try and keep it out of the air so the wind doesn't knock it around too much.
Man, it looks like Addison may have been going for the straight gap there and came out a decent amount early. Rebecca is going to hit that straight line. Gets the disc to stand up nicely, but misses the backstop. Going to end up sliding outside the circle. That's a pretty small spot to hit to miss that backstop.
Brook catching that Y tree. Y tree.
We won't have to ask it again, as Kylie able to hit that gap nicely. She's put herself just outside bullseye, looking pretty good.
Yeah, her form reminds me of a lot of her sister. The slow, smooth run-up with that powerful little pop at the end there.
As Brook again spinning that forehand on up there.
Nice touch on that. And Addison a bit obstructed, but she finds a window and she's able to push herself to the circle. Not sure what the window was. It looked pretty obstructed to me.
Rebecca looking to go back to back. Just a little too far back there.
Addison looked like she knew out of her hand as well, keeping it a bit low.
And Brook able to clean up that par nicely. Some pars feel different than others. I think that one probably felt a little better than the last par for Brook. That's Kylie.
Having in that birdie.
Yeah.
She's been hunting for that birdie all round.
Yeah, finally able to get her some green on the card. As Rebecca drops herself in another par. Hole 12, 230 feet. Another shorter hole that moves to the left. Gotta see some hyzer angles. Looks like you might have some pretty quick ground play here. Gonna have to try to control how big your skip is.
Looking great out of Kylie's hand. Keeping it a bit low as it skips up. Textbook shot.
A bit inside there from Rebecca. Gets a big skip and then a nice roll out.
Yeah. Brooke also looking for that low skip. A little bit inside, so she'll have an obstructed second shot.
Addison pulling this one out wide enough for sure. Very stable and skips up there nicely, well inside circle one. Look at him get that bounce back stat. Oh.
So much energy when she's putting. I love that.
Yeah, she liked the putt too. And a big putt there from Rebecca in circle two. Gonna have 2 birdies in the last 3 holes now. Gets herself back to 2 over on the round.
Addison with another clean birdie.
Bounce back. And Kylie now for her back-to-back birdies.
Oh,
come on.
That's just mean.
Yeah, I'm happy she's able to laugh about it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that was a good putt. Should have stayed in. Disc golf. We love it.
Yay.
Yay. Hole 13, 560 feet, par 4. Again, we have a little bit more open airspace here. You're looking to get your drive as far as you can, so you can either go over the top of these short trees or try and make it through that gap there for this basket that's tucked away up there on the right. Rebecca with another strong forehand. The wind looks like it pushes it a little bit to the left. Addison with a huge turnover shot.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
A bit too turned over and gonna be difficult to have any movement from in there from what it looked like.
Kylie doing a great job of getting some distance while also staying in the fairway.
Oh yeah, good distance on that for sure. This certainly played as one of the hardest holes on the course for the FA1 ladies, with the distance and that small gap at the end.
disc tries to fight back, but doesn't quite make it.
Yeah, and what seems to be a headwind ripping in their faces. All these discs keep moving to the right.
Yeah, all the shots turning over. Rebecca catching some late branches. Addison looking to just get out of there. Doesn't quite make it to the middle of the fairway, but she's at least on the edge.
Yeah, gonna have to go high again if she wants to make it all the way around. It looks like she's content with trying to lay up, but still gonna be a bit pinched off possibly.
Brook also with a bit of work to do. Oh, and over the top? I'm not sure.
Tama
overhand.
Tama cake?
Yeah, I'm not.
It worked out well,
Yeah,
whatever it was.
I liked it. I don't know what to call it, but I liked it.
Comment if you know.
We should know, but I don't ever throw those shots. So
yeah, it's quite windy. I'm not sure what exactly, but it did look like a barrel roll as Rebecca. Tons of power on that.
Yeah, crashes into the green. Another patent pending from Addison. Pushing it a little too straight, but she's making forward progress.
It's Brook now in a good spot. Try to get up and down for the par, but is going to force this one over just a bit too much to the left.
Kylie hitting some stuff in front of her, not quite able to get out of the thick stuff.
Got Addison pitching up her fifth there. I believe she's looking at a 6. Long look for par.
And that one was close too. Just off the front of it. Bit of a weird lie there with that half cut off tree.
Yeah, hole 13 causing some carnage. Has no birdies on the day and just over a handful of pars.
Yeah, and this wind, I can see how that could happen pretty easily, as we just saw. Anything off the fairway and you're scrambling as hard as you can.
And scramble they did their way to hole 14. Long par 3, 350 feet. Gotta hit the gap, fly straight for a while, and fade off to the right. Might see that strong forehand again from Addison. Rebecca also gonna go with that smooth forehand she's got.
Gets a good bit of distance, but I think it just gets caught up on the very last grouping of trees there on the right. And Kylie just pushing a straight backhand.
Yeah, very smart player. Doesn't go too big, doesn't go too aggressive when she knows it's not going to pay off.
Not for anything outside of what she knows is her range. Brook trying to do something similar. Addison, a bit of an early release, but it pushes back out into the fairway. Pretty easy pitch up for her.
Man, gets a little bit of extra stuff where she might have a bit of an obstructed stance now. Man, look at that wind.
Jeez. 1 second it's there, 1 second it's not, and then next second it's like...
And you can see immediately that it's there. As soon as Brook let go, it just smacks it to the ground.
Kylie doing a good job to make sure there's enough high-end spin on her disc to get to the basket. And Rebecca trying to go over the top there. Getting caught up in some more trees, but oh, she found a gap.
Right towards it. We're kind of gonna come up just a bit short. And we've got a difficult stretch of holes here for the card to finish.
Great putt for Brook. As you can see, the wind had died down a bit while she was putting.
Yeah, hurry up, but don't hurry up too much.
Yeah.
A nice obstructed par putt there from Addison. Kylie able to clean up for par as well.
Hole 15, 396 feet, another really long par 3. They're just going to look to get out as far as they can to this fairway, and if they can reach it, great. If they can't, just try and be as clean as possible.
Yeah, Kylie going with, I think, the same disc she's been throwing straight on most of these fairways. Puts it up a little higher to get some more distance.
Makes it a good bit down that fairway.
Yeah, I think she's made it into circle 2.
Yeah.
And a bit of a pull out of the hand, but a nice tree direction there. Addison now with the sunglasses on. Pumps one out there nicely into the middle.
Rebecca trying to follow suit. Skips up a bit on the left, but hopefully she'll just have an easy pitch up to the basket. Brook with a bit of distance to bite off for her upshot here. Whoa,
Yeah.
it had plenty of power.
Yeah, plenty of power, and I like the height. Just got pulled off to the right side a bit too much.
Pretty standard upshot for Addison there. And Rebecca with the over-the-top hyzer.
And you can tell the difference in the flights there. Addison able to get hers flat. It had some carry to it. Rebecca had so much hyzer on hers that the wind just caught the flight plate, smacked it right down.
Brook with another one of those overhand shots.
Yeah, that one did look more tomahawk-like than the first. The first looked like forehand turned into something.
Ooh.
As that was Brook coming out of the woods. And a bit of back and forth for Brook here on hole 15.
And Rebecca with the clean par putt. And that wind.
Yeah, that's a nice connection there. Keeping herself in that race for second.
And Brook struggling a little bit on these later holes.
Yeah, the triple there gonna hurt the chances of the podium with Kylie and Rebecca both now 3 and 4 strokes in front of her. Hole 16, another long par 3, 360 feet. This one wrapping around to the left side. Push it out straight with something stable with all the wind. You don't want anything too understable to carry off to the right.
My goodness. She was able to get way down the fairway.
That's tons of power.
That's so much power. She has so much of an explosion with that last pull through. Addison being a little bit shorter. Hopefully isn't too obstructed up there on the left side of the fairway. Oh, and the wind is just taking that one away.
Yeah, strong right to left here. Pushing those discs very quickly out of the hand as that one lifted as well. Gonna be in a pretty tricky spot.
It's not calming down either. It doesn't appear.
No gusts up in the 30 mile an hour range, I believe, today, with a consistent 15 or more.
Smooth shot from Brook there, able to keep the disc straight through that wind.
Yeah, and Rebecca having to look up wherever she's at over there.
A high, almost vertical forehand that almost catches the basket a little bit.
Yeah, that one panned out and landed upside down as well.
Yeah. Addison with the low skip shot, keeping the disc out of the wind. Trying to use that ground play.
Brook tossing that forehand up there inside circle 1. Kylie with the birdie look.
Oh. She's just getting bullied out here on the putting green, man.
For the par save after the tomahawk over the top.
Just a bit short.
And here we've got that dance up to the basket again. Brook able to connect on that par. Nice comeback after the tough hole on the last one.
Addison tapping in for her par. Kylie gonna get a stroke on Rebecca here. So they're now tied for second. Hole 17, 550 feet, par 4. Bit of a tighter fairway here. Lots of bushy stuff on the sides of the fairway. And it opens up here as you get closer to the basket. Again, it's just one of those holes where, you got to hit this gap. Not much of another choice you have.
Yeah, great start to the flight there from Kylie, and she's going to stay in the fairway. Very well executed.
Yeah, she showed that she's very good at those controlled, powerful straight shots. Addison with a bit of an early release here.
Yeah, Brook still keeping that low driven drive she's had all day long. Puts herself in the middle of the fairway. Nicely done.
And Rebecca with the low straight shot as well.
Oh yeah, skips up there nicely. Going to be right around where Kylie's at. As Addison in quite a bit of trouble, just having to pitch out. It's got a long up and down to try to get there for par.
This needs to flip, but it glides up there.
Yeah, it didn't look too aggressive. I'm not sure the disc speed had a whole lot more in that. She may know she can kind of ease her way into the finish at this point. It's kind of got it wrapped up.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be too aggressive. at this point. Brook with the long birdie look.
And Rebecca, after the nice backhand off the tee, nice powerful forehand here. Doesn't quite get the fade that it needs at the end, but going to be just outside circle one looking at the birdie.
Kylie with a straight look at the basket. Ooh, and beautiful.
Yeah, well executed stand-up shot there. Inside circle one.
Addison giving that almost a little bit of a bid. As you can see, it drops out of the sky last second.
I like those types of bids.
Mm-hmm.
Wind could make it go in, or it could have you a nice tap in. Brook content to lay up there. Big par putt here for Rebecca. And not quite able to connect.
Bit of a frustrating day on the green for Kylie as she runs up to her next putt.
Yeah. Both missing those birdie looks. So still going to be tied for second. I bet she knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rebecca tapping in her par.
Brook with the par as well. And Addison cards the bogey, bringing us to our final hole of the weekend. Hole 18, 290-foot par 3, pretty straight shot. Got a couple trees on the left late and a couple trees on the right early, so kind of a upside down S shot here.
Kylie with another
Oh man.
powerful straight shot that just catches the teeniest, weeniest little stump in the fairway.
Says par for you. As Brook just a bit too low on that, had some good power on it. Gonna slide up to a similar distance as Kylie.
Rebecca able to keep it a little higher. She'll be pin high to the left side of the basket for a nice birdie look.
And Addison also over there on the left side
She'll be able to just lay that up for her win.
for her FA1 major championship. Brook wanting to finish the round with a
Wanted that,
birdie.
yeah.
No, she needed it.
And Kylie with another long birdie look as well. She'll be tapping in the par.
So this for
Solo's second.
yeah.
Still going for the putt. I mean,
Yeah, why
why
not?
not?
A bit of a tester here. Needs to make this to maintain tied for second and able to connect on it. Nice putt there at the end. Rebecca had a tough start to the round, but able to fight back. And Kylie gaining a couple strokes on Rebecca.
Yeah, so it stays relatively clean through the back nine. And congratulations to Addison Woodard.
Yeah, awesome to see a champion crowned here, out here at the 2024 United States Women's Disc Golf Championship. This is Addison Woodard able to take down.
2024 PDGA U.S. Women's presented by Mint Disc Champion in the FA1 division, Addison Woodard.
Very exciting. Congratulations to you again, Addison.
Yeah, and thank you all for joining us out here in Austin, Texas, and surrounding areas for the 2024 United States Women's Disc Golf Championships. For Rebecca Cox, well, here's our final leaderboard, actually. Got Addison Woodard taking it down. We saw that tie for second.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so now we've got it for Rebecca Cox. I'm Nathan Queen, and we'll see you guys out there.